county fair. Others, the once a year event when you ride a midway, eat fried food, and go to concert. Us, the single most important show in the history of the universe. As in, you can win the championship at every major show in the world, but if you don't win at your county, you're nothing, especially to other showmen in your county. Livestock showmanship takes control of your entire life. It doesn't just come around during the fair season, but 365 days of the year, whether it's 110 degrees or -60 and 0 visibility. Showmanship has many parts, including materials, loads of preparation, dress codes, and ring and after-show ring rules. Although some might think showmanship is important, it can help you in every aspect of your life. First, you'll need to know what you need to become a great showman. Materials: a long white sleeve t-shirt, dark pants, boots or other protective shoes, a leather belt, a ponytail holder if you're a girl. You may also need a show cane, a comb, and a 4-H patch if you're showing at 4-H. Showmanship is more... Rusty Goes and Cassie Bacon from the Oklahoma State University describe showmanship as: showmanship is more than entering the show arena during your fair or livestock show. It includes all the hard work that exhibitors put into their project from the first day that they purchased their animal. Showmanship is defined as the ability to present your animal to the best of its genetic ability and knowing the basic skills of the show ring. This is bringing attention to the animal's strength and minimizing its weaknesses. All the hard work done throughout the project will be worthwhile on the show day. Rachel Couture from the Ranch House Design Saying wrote 19 phrases that have totally different meaning when you're livestock people. Throughout this speech, I will be telling you words that have a totally different meaning to a showman. The first step is the preparation. You have to be able to work your animal. I couldn't find my halter this morning, or else I would have a halter to show you, but I don't know where it's at. But you have to be able, especially if you're showing beef, they're large animals. If they get away from you, you're in trouble. Like, you need to be able to control your animal and have confidence in controlling your animal, or else they're just going to walk all over you, literally. You have to know your species. You have to know how much they should weigh, if they're beef cows, are they Charolais, are they Herefords, anything like that. Drug. Others, a medical prescription. What happens when your calf gets away and you don't let go. The next step is dressing for your showmanship turn. Politics. Others, elections, as in Republicans and Democrats. Us, when the judge was friends with whoever won the show. The clothes are extremely important because you have to look presentable and not draw attention to yourself. And also, you want dark jeans because when you get all of the crud and poop on yourself, it's not going to show up as much if you're wearing a light colored jean. People are going to notice you have poop all over your pants. You also want to wear protective shoes because, and it will happen, you will get stepped on and it hurts a lot. So you have to be able to protect your toes. And also the leather belt. If you're wearing a belt and your opponent is not, you will probably win over them because judges, it's just something they look at. It's just one of those things that if you're wearing a belt and they're not, you have a point over them. But you want it to be a leather belt generally because like a belt like this, it draws attention to that area. Like they're not looking at like you sometimes, they're focusing, oh, that's a really big shiny belt. But if you're wearing a leather belt, you're not focused on that part of you. And the patch is just an official rule when you're showing for 4-H. Okay, and you also want to make sure your hair is up if you're a girl and you're not wearing like necklaces. It's just kind of unprofessional like. The next step is when you're actually in the ring. If the judge asks you to pull forward your animal, you have to know the specific route to take. And also, like for the comb, if the judge touches your animal, once they leave, you want to brush back the hair back to its natural position and not where the judge had it. That's just kind of a weird rule. Stanley Johnson from the Iowa University of Science and Tech explains some rules. Lambs are to be led with from the side with one hand under the jaw and the other hand on the jock, which is like the top of their head. If a lamb needs to be encouraged to move, so you're just going to cup their head and like get down to their level, which is pretty hard to do. It hurts your back a lot, but something you have to do. And you should not punish a pig for lying down, because pigs, they're hot, they're lazy, they don't want to be there. So, like, my family, we always use canes. Not everyone does. You just have to, like, poke each side of it till it decides to get up. Because you'll get points docked if you just start whacking your pig with a cane. They don't like that, because that's not respectful to your animal. The corner. Others, the place where your parents used to send you as a form of punishment when you were like 5. Us, the most dreadful spot in the show ring. You also have rules after the show. Oliver County Executive Agent Rick Schmidt, along with NDSU, tells about the showmanship rules. Exhibitors must follow the International Association of Fair and Expositions National Code of Showing Ethics. Exhibitors of animal at livestock shows shall at all times support themselves of honesty and good sportsmanship. Their conduct in this competitive environment shall always reflect the highest of standards of honor and dignity to promote the advancement of agricultural education. This code applies to all livestock offered in any event at the livestock show. You have to be respectful to your animal, your judges, your competitors, whenever you're there. One guy at the North Dakota State Fair a while ago, he won beef showmanship, was super happy, like all of this, and then he decided that since he won, he could go mess with other people's animals in their barns at night. So he got every single award taken away from him because he did that after the show. So you have to be confident and respectful even after the show, because people are watching you. Showmanship is not something you learn in 5 minutes or less. It does take a lot of years of practice. This also takes up a lot of time. You have to be willing to put in that time and effort into it. You do, however, have a great start to being a livestock showman and some skill of showmanship that could transfer over to any form, such as an art or speech. Even though livestock showing might not apply to everyone, showmanship is an important skill to have going through your life.